It's been a bit, hasn't it? Hey everybody, it's me. So it's it's pretty late on my end, so forgive me if I am quiet. And heck, allow me to turn on the music some, just so. Guess the volume system isn't really that robust in this game. It's like they want to let you hear the music in full, even when I have my phone turned down as low as I can watch. Anyways, it's been a bit since I made a video on FFBE. I know, it really has been a while, but I'm here and just here to really talk about anything that is significant with FFBE, as I just go through my units, fuse some stuff together with them, upgrade, maybe evolve a few, because I think it's about time that I close this chapter of my life with FFBE. I've been playing the game ever since, I want to say 2016 or 2015, one of those 2 years. I've been playing it ever since then, and overall, has my experience with the game been amazing, or has it been bad? It's very mixed of how I feel with FFBE, because, again, I've had my highs, I've had my lows. There's definitely some lows with this game and how the combat works, because either I didn't understand mechanic or I didn't have the right units that got me screwed in a trial or two. Oh, and I realize I already have a FF7R Barrett. My bad. So for the most part, or what can I say on FFBE that I really haven't discussed? Well, for instance, let me say a little bit about the story, since I don't want to really drag things down with the story too much, since in Season 1 of FFBE story, it was fine, I enjoyed it. It did leave a cliffhanger ending on it, but it was eventually remedied into Season 2, which I felt like was great. But it did show a sign where, it definitely showed a sign where the story kind of fatigued, in a sense. Like, some plot points were dropping off and whatever, and the effort for writing the story, because it felt like it was padded, don't you think? It felt like it was padded out some, for its story. Now, what do I mean by that? I meant, like, and I am gonna go into spoiler territory here, because, you know, I'm not really gonna give too much of a care about saying spoilers in this video, but during the climax of the story where we're facing off against the Emperor of Aldur, we do see flashbacks of the Emperor of Aldur, which, by the way, didn't even have a name throughout the entire thing, just the Emperor of Aldur. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize I had for, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Tifas, so that's interesting. Anyways, during the climax, like, we get to understand who this guy is, and we get to face off against him in a climactic final battle. But then again, remember this, story battles in FFBE are mainly a joke. So, at the end, and when we beat him, one of the Orders of the Stars named Levanado, and what am I low on these materials. Damn it. Anyways, Leonardo turns out to be the former leader of Eldor, or named Vlad. I have an issue with Vlad as a character. Now, you might be wondering, well, what you have against him? I feel like he just served as the catalyst in the end for starting the Dark Visions effect, and because, my gosh, I just didn't like Vlad very much as a character. The man just kind of enrages me a bit. And seriously, all he keeps talking about is how, he has ultimate power, and that solitude is his real power. Honestly, I didn't feel for this character whatsoever, nor for his motivation to just remain alive for hundreds of years. Truly, I just felt nothing for this man. And of course, he just kept going on and on and on about how powerful he is, and also fled from the final battle, no less. So we had to go on a merry chase after him. I love chases. Aces, don't you? Anyways, it just felt like stuff was padded out. Like, I may have to pause in a bit here because something's happening a little bit outside, but I'm just saying this for Vlad. I just don't like him. Straight and simple, I do not like Vlad. What do I give with this? Oh, okay. Okay, pausing right now. Apologies for the pause there. My mother just came home. And yes, again, it is late at night, so I'm not really talking so loud. And I might have to pause again in a moment. Sorry if I'm just being so quiet. I just don't want nobody hearing me as well. Anyhow, is there anything else I should really mention? Honestly, I don't think so. Just John was a bad character, and I didn't like the fact that the man just grows into a big giant for no reason. Like, I feel like there has to be a reason for this to go on and on until it's the end. Honestly, I kind of don't season 2 necessarily. I just wanted it to end and then go on to season 3. But then when I was reading season 3 and the story, yeah, it really didn't click with me. With a lot of the other characters, it didn't feel overall great in my opinion. Like, it could have been a whole lot better, but it wasn't. And it kind of makes me upset that it wasn't a better story. Especially when you interject a baby into the mix and just make it a plot device. So, you get it though, right? I just felt like, for the most part when it comes to this, is that it just wasn't really so right. And I'm just flip-flopping around screens because right now I'm just, just wanting to talk to you guys, get my feelings out, especially about the game's story. The Season 3 story just really isn't cutting it for me very much. It feels a little lazy. The end is merely trying to go for a Sailor Moon sort of vibe here. Because it honestly feels like they are. Like, they are trying so hard to go for that Sailor Moon vibe. I mean, you can see it in Blue Mage Fina. If you see her 7 stars as CGLB, that's when, apologies for that. like, the CGLB of Blue Mage Fina just felt like it was really trying to go for that Sailor Moon vibe. I don't know, just with the way it looked. It made me think they were really trying to go for that. Plus, was it me or was the story just not taking itself seriously as I thought it would be? Oh, huh. Undying Vengeance is actually a pretty nice STMR. Full stats on it with the 60% attack, 20% magic. Pretty good balance. Helps for damage dealers, especially if you have a free slot in your ability slot. So, hey, there's that. Sorry, I just don't got a lot of material to really talk about here. So, sorry if it seems like padding. I'm really sorry about that. But if I can make it up for it, I will say that again. And in the end, the story does need work. But even then, I feel like the story won't really last too long because it feels like they're going for the end of the story already. At least to me, it feels like they're going for the end of the story. Actually, I just saw it. Did I ever get this STMR, the Black Rosalia? Let me look. I know I did have a maxi level somewhere. Nope. Let me move on from the story and talk about the gameplay, because that is the biggest aspect with FFBE. As you can see, I have thousands of units. Units up to the thousands. And I've been playing this game for a very long time, as I mentioned. So, understandably, I would have a lot of these units. Oh, whoops. How much is that at? 10%? No, thanks. So, with all these units I've been collecting, do you think I get to use all of them? Not really, because I depend on the meta just a bit. Yeah, I tend to pay attention to the meta the game has. Also, I swear, I think I have a Heinz somewhere here on the list. I just need to quickly find him and see if he matches up at all. I don't think I have a Heinz. That's bizarre. I thought I did. Man. Unless he has his level raised a little bit, then that's awkward, don't you think? Then again, if I did have Heinz, what in the world would I be using him for? Because I don't think I would use a Heinz. Okay, I'm sorry. Again, this game's combat is turn-based. It requires you to, do a lot of various actions in a turn to get the most usefulness out of everybody. Oh, I see I have another Ash, Penelo, and Kuja. I could make Kuja a 7-star actually and just fuse those other two. Actually, I just had a thought, huh? We're gonna go Prism. I think it was Angel of Death Kuja. Here we go. Actually, wait. I can also check. Here, just in case. I'm sorry. I'm just a mess. Oh, I do have a Heinz, but you need 7-star. Okay, I see it. Yeah, how it is. For the most part, though, yeah, the combat is just a hit or miss with me, because I hardly don't feel like I am paying attention enough to it, and it just bogs down the experience of how many actions I need to make in a turn and to account for in a turn, just to, well, make the right action and make sure I don't screw it up, because bosses can counter back in very harsh ways that makes the gameplay a living hell sometimes. And trust me, I don't like it when the gameplay feels like utter hell. And let me double check something. Angel's Magic, 10% to fire and light damage. That's actually a pretty damn good rod if you ask me. So, hey, happy for that. I can get a rod. Actually, I could get some ST mods if I wanted to. Right now. But, you know, I'm hardly going to even have a use for it since I'll be gone from this game pretty soon. Anyways. I'm sorry for halting again. I'm just like that. For the most part, though, people can enjoy the combat for what it is, but sometimes I personally just don't like the combat. It's a little weird to say, but it is the truth, actually. The combat in this game is just odd sometimes with how enemies can take multiple turns and just drag things on and on and on. I think gacha games like FFBE have really bogged down my experience with it, hence why I just felt like I distanced myself. I've distanced myself from this game. Honestly, for the last month, I have not been playing this game as seriously as I used to. So, it's been giving me more free time, but I'll be honest, I've not been using that free time all too well. Primarily because of everything else that has been going on in the world. You all know what's going on, so I don't really need to say it, especially because, as I know what can happen if I do, but still, I'm just saying is all, that for FFBE, it just doesn't feel so amazing. You can feel me on that, right? It just doesn't feel amazing for what it is right now. Especially with like so much BS that's happened in the world as is. And FFBE just feels like it's hardly trying right now with a lot of what they're doing. Because only now are they starting to bring in more functionality to the game, aimed for Neovision units and a reason to grind for them. So it just makes it feel a little... How many that's... probably 65. There we go. I'm just amping him up just cause, you know, I don't got uses for the other material units, and so just waste a few. Make him powerful for no reason, and except just to be powerful. But I will say though, it's just been pretty difficult, especially just to play this game and to really enjoy myself. It doesn't feel like I can enjoy myself with FFBE as much, especially with how life is. I mean, I'm 22 years old, and I'm at the point in my life where I should be having a job, but you know what is pretty much cucking me over as of now. So a lot of aspects of my life aren't going accordingly as I hope them to be, as I want them to be. So as of now, I feel like I just do not know what it is that I want to do, especially with myself at this point. Because as of now, with how I'm looking at things, I just need to distance myself slowly from stuff. Hence why I've been doing with FFBE, because I feel like I've taken enough time of my life, of my days, out of it already. and just think it's time. I just think it's time that I depart from FFBE and just overall go on with my life, because the truth of the matter is I'm not going to be playing this game forever. I just can't, mainly because mostly because there are plenty of other games I could be playing, other games I could be using my time on, or I could be using time elsewhere. There. I know at the moment, though, that, I just know at the moment I could be devoting my time to other things in my life. Like seeing how college is gonna roll out for this semester, and seeing if I could get myself a job again, because the issue is that how things are, I really need a new job. I just need to just start experiencing stuff and get out of the house more. Because during the last year, I feel like I've been stuck. And I even feel like that more so than ever. Because of how stuff has treated me. If I can, I eventually want to move out on my own, or, with a friend, which is the big plan I want to do. But it requires me to have at least a financially stable job. And who knows if I can find a good job in the area, and then eventually move out. That would be good. To be honest, that would just benefit me so much in the way of how everything has treated me up till now. Because I kind of deserve it at this point, just to, have some better overall things in my life. Because, I'll be honest, I've just been stuck in a rut. Both physically and both literally and mentally. It's been a reason why I haven't been uploading any videos as of late, except for the DMC5 video, which a lot of you may have seen me do, because I just started playing the special edition of the game on my PS5 recently during the week, and decided, why not just show a video of my boss fight against Goliath, which admittedly is not one of my favorite bosses because of how tanky he is how often he moves around and uses attacks that can just hit you, so you gotta be pretty mindful of your attacks and whatnot. For a early boss, he just felt a little more difficult than what I needed him to be. But then again, I'm probably just not skilled enough at the game. Anyhow, let's just get back on topic of the game. Aim at hand here. I am just fusing together various units because I have so many leftover units in FFBE as of now. And I mean many. I mean, you can see it right here that I have not fused for a hot minute. And, that is a aspect of the game, in fusing together units. There are many units in FFBE, to the point where it's a little insane trying to juggle them all at once, especially for their TMRs, which most of them have degraded in quality, and nowadays FFBE hardly has any new 3 or 4-star units ever come out. We're just at this point where 5-star units are necessary just to get the good equipment. And to me, I feel like that's just not great. If the game is now more reliant than ever to get a 5-star are for most content rather than just rely on a 4-star. We're really over the era now that well, we could just safely rely on 4 stars to be our backups and just raise them to 6 stars. Sure, they require more work, but in the end, you could get a good and competent squad. It's just that nowadays, making a budget-friendly squad is not as great as making a 5-star, 5 to 7-star squad. Or, NV units. NV units just feel like they're going to be more necessary going from here on out and require even more grinding. To which I want to say, I don't want to be around for that. I don't want to be around for even more grinding than what I have to do, because I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the grind in this game, and how often I'm doing the same mundane things. At least with Dragalia Lost, it keeps me interested because I still know I need to become better, but I can actually do the harder content. Just last night, I did Master Ian's Wrath, which is a very difficult Agito boss in FFBE, in Dragalia. But I managed to overcome it. I had help to not only get my first clear, but my deathless clear as well. All in the same sitting. So, I'm happy for that. I am happy that I managed to beat something so difficult like that. And it is of a type of RPG genre that I wish there was more of. That being the action RPG genre. Games like Kingdom Hearts, for example, is an action RPG. FFBE is just a turn-based RPG. Sure, it has action elements because of the whole exploration thing, but, I think exploration in this game is tedious because of how the D-pad is just digital, and often at times when I'm exploring, it's just really hard to just go around the map, and then, encounter. I just get tired of the random encounter, even if I have the encounter. Rage nerfed with units or items. It's stupid. Why do you do this? I just question how the game's quality is gonna go from here on out. I think this guy's STML, didn't it? Yeah, the Subservient. Or Subservient, maybe it was pronounced, but I forget. I could also get another one. These two, but probably would be useless. In any case, though, I just think that for the gameplay overall, I think it depends on taste. Because for me, I think I've kind of lost my touch with turn-based RPGs, which I mentioned earlier. But I think it's because FFBE took it out of me more than what I needed to be, because they make combat feel a little sluggish. I won't lie, it just doesn't feel fast. Sure, you can make it flashy as you want, but it's going high fast and taking several minutes on a turn to figure out what the heck to do, up to like 3 to 5 minutes at a time. Then it's just not that bad for me. I need to be doing this, especially if I have to juggle around so many units just to really get any good results. So, in the end, I just think if you're gonna spend time with well, you can. I won't stop you. It's your decision if you want to play it or go back to play it. But overall for me, I just think I'm at the point where I'm confident in leaving this game behind. More so than ever. I'm just at a point where I think I've done a good job with this game. So for anybody that is my companion in FFBE, I will say you can keep me, because I will at least have some reliable units you can use. I'm gonna put them out here. I'm gonna make sure they're built, so that way you can have them, okay? Need any powerful damage dealers? I got you covered with Sora. Easily. Sora. Because I've at least made him pretty strong. Not admittedly though, yes. Yes, I know. Not entirely perfect. I mean, heck, I would probably need to rebalance stuff so that way I'm at least using his equipment a little wisely, but I at least made him to where you can rely on him and dealing out damage to be a good damage dealer, and overall also being able to deal a ton of LB damage. You know? Now, he ain't gonna be perfect, obviously, but I made him the best I could, and hopefully you guys will make Sora a worthwhile addition to your team. Same thing with my Cloud, because I really liked Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Cloud's a good unit. My Awakened Warrior of Light may not be as special. Same thing with Reina, because, you know, what else can I do with her? But both of these units will provide you some great defenses with what I've given them. And had I have some better equipment, and honestly I would give Warrior of Light like the other piece of equipment that gives you a passive damage reduction. But sadly, one moment, I'm gonna pause. Okay, I'm back. Where is it? Should be somewhere here in this list. One second. Let's see. Should be this type. Here we go. The Saintly Castle. Oh. Now he'll have an extra 30% reduction to all damage, on top of the 10% he already gets. So, 40% damage reduction. And hopefully you can all make great use of him. And yes, he already has a good load of HP as it is. I made sure to load him up with good defense, good HP, and overall just great tanking capabilities. Now as for good old Lauren over here, I think she can benefit from something like this, right? Gives her 10% to all elemental resist, and up to 80% attack. So makes her strong. Except I gotta equip her one more. I took her a bit because I was figuring out what else to do. So I also set up, I have Lauren set up to be my breaker for anyone instead of so yeah. This is gonna be it. There we go. Yeah, about time that this Lycanroc leaves behind something good in the end. Well, it's been a fun ride, and I have to say, man, let's just, rename. Damn. Let's go over emblems real fast, though. I earned these over my time playing. Fun to get some of these, but let's be fair, Some of these just feel like they're extra padding for the list. So like a set. Trophies. I remember when I got these on a consistent basis. 1,000 days. Look at this. Almost feels sad to just leave this game behind, you know? Well, as you all know, all good things have to come to an end. So, I guess with this, just taking the last few goodies, this is it. I'm gonna install the game afterwards. But I really want to thank those that stuck with me and even heard me talk about this game for so long. I'm not sure what other videos I'm going to be making next, but I'll see what I can manage with. For the time being, this is my farewell from FFBE. And to those who are still playing today, I wish you luck in the future to come. Until my next video, ciao everybody.